for watching this on YouTube. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We're going to be reading the backlogs of the Artesian builds. In reality, what this is just a twit longer from somebody who works with Artesian builds and what we can read to kind of get more of their perspective. There are things that they can't talk about, obviously. Um, but, anyways, let's read it. Revised and more detailed story of my take on the events going on with Artesian. First and foremost, if you're just reading the part, this is no one's fault, except the CEO's Noah's fault, which I agree with. I think honestly, like it was mainly Noah's fault, and it's true. And I don't think like it was really the everyone else's fault at all. But at the same time, I do think that people should probably leave Artesian and work somewhere else, if possible. But you know, it's just the way it is. Anyways, continuing. I signed an NDA ages ago, and sadly, wish I had it, because there is a lot I want to go into detail on, and just be open and honest about. But I can't put myself in a position of liability at this moment, due to the fact I'm currently out of money and food, and that'll make things worse. Family emergency cleared me out. It's been a few difficult days, and the amount of messages I've received in the DMs, not only on my personal, but the Artesian Builds main account. If you don't know about my story behind Artesian, let me explain it a little. I started out as an Artesian Builds ambassador in May of 2020. I was what our society, or our CEO, would call a normal streamer. I was lower CCV and lower followers. My social reach was pretty dogshit, truthfully. But when I joined, I saw the work, the pieces of art they did, and was stunned. Like most people were. So I did my part and boosted them. Our CMO, Brian, was the one who kept rooting me on, and we somehow made a nice friendship over that year. I did some cool videos, some graphics, and so key social posts on various sites. That really helped. 2 years ago, when I joined, I was ecstatic about them being my first brand affiliation. Fast forward 1 year, I've streamed almost every day at this point coming into 2021. I quit streaming. I quit a lot of what made me happy and pursued a life outside of content creation. I finally landed a job, which I then later became pissed at, and finally just reached out to Brian to inquire about a job at Artesian. At the time, they weren't like any other company I knew. The way they operated, the connections they made were unique. They were the only company I knew that built PCs live on stream. They were unique. Now, coming into 2 years, I don't even know where to begin. Starting out at Artesian, it was interesting. I finally got to engage with the content creation industry without actually being a content creator, almost like a stunt double or supporting actor. You get to fill in and do something and are still involved in, but you're not so much in the limelight. I strive off making connections with people. That's why I started being a content creator in 2016. If you guys know anything about me, that's exactly when I started. I started in 2016. I only really focused on it in the last 3-4 years, so, you know. Anyways, continuing to read. What I did this following year was nothing but my passion for computers and building a community of like-minded individuals. When looking for creators at the start, I didn't look at CCV. I didn't look at followers. I genuinely looked at their account, their personality, their brand, and reached out. Because I wanted to do my part and see if I could help them and create a connection. I stopped in stream for hours upon hours just to say hi. Make people smile and make them feel noticed because I notice you. As a content creator, as a human, and just your friend, I'm nothing short of hurting and sick to my stomach to what has transpired. I did sign an NDA, so I can't really talk too much about certain things. If you guys notice, at the start of the year, we really started ramping up my personal brand and my personal impact to the people around me. I have and always will be will be about building bridges, no matter how big or small. I thrive off being able to talk to you guys and connect every single day. I just wish this was a dream and that I could wake up from it. I'm going to continue to work on my personal brand. I'm doing what I can, but I know this. I fight for my people. And please don't attack or belittle those on the team who aren't making a personal statement. Every time I talk about this, I open up myself to attacks, and I'm prepared for them because I know what I did was genuine and real. I love you guys, and keep up the solid work. I'm hoping this does a little bit better at explaining some things. Today is much better than yesterday. I'm no longer feeling physically sick, but the dread and anxiety is still very much in the sky. Extra stuff, uh, merch store. Okay, that's it. Anyways, as I was saying, guys, that was that I would say her name, but I don't want to just in case because I don't want people to attack her or anything or them. I should say. Let me look, make sure. Never mind, it's her. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to confirm. Um, but yeah, I don't want people to attack her. What she's saying is true. Like people shouldn't attack the builders. Now, don't get me wrong. I honestly agree with saying like they shouldn't work there anymore. I agree with that. They really shouldn't. That company is a stain now. You know what I mean? It has a stain that cannot be washed out. It cannot be cleaned out, and it's staying there. You can't get rid of it. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is for them. But yeah, that was the Artesian Backlogs. Thanks for watching. Um, Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Um, like I said, make sure to not like seriously don't hate everyone that's in Artesian. You can dislike the company just like I'm doing, but you cannot do not hate people and do personal attacks, please. That's all I ask. If you were watching this video, do not do that. Okay? They're people just like you, and that's the truth. And don't get me wrong, like Noah said something. He said something stupid, But at the end of the day, he's still a person. Okay? That's all I'm saying, because it's the only way you'll ever. But like I said, he said something stupid. That's it. And his company, yes, is gonna take the fall for it. That's the truth. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is, and that is probably the end of Artesian. And this is probably my last video on Artesian builds. So, like I said, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It means a lot. If you want to follow my Twitch and everything else, it is in the description. Much love.